Okay, I'll admit it, maybe I knew a tad too much about computer hacking and modding for a 10-year-old kid. There's nothing wrong with being a tech nerd. I was just into it for all the wrong reasons. I like to prank my friends online. And I don't just mean rickrolling them or changing stuff on Wikipedia. I was a bad guy. I would delete valuable items from my friends' accounts on their favorite games. I'd find out what creepypastas scared them the most and then change pictures on their most visited websites to them. I just thought it was funny. I liked watching them use every swear word in the dictionary or fall out of their seats after a jump scare. My favorite victim was my sister Ella. Boy, did I enjoy screwing around with her stuff. She was obsessed with that game Animal Jam. The funniest thing I ever did to her was getting her first account banned the day after she bought her membership. I downloaded a bot that allows you to mass send the same jamagram to everyone on your buddies list. I also figured out how to make someone your buddy automatically without them having to accept your friend request. I logged onto Ella's account and automatically friended everyone in the same land I was in. Then I mass sent them inappropriate jamagrams until people finally reported me enough to get Ella permabanned. I still laugh thinking about the temper tantrum she had. I felt a little bad knowing that our mom had spent her own money on the membership card, so I told myself I wouldn't mess around with Ella's membership again after she got a second account. I still played other jokes on her, like making her switch animals at random or changing her den to a giant model of a phantom, which she was terrified of. Eventually she got tired of me screwing around and locked her den. Fair enough. But that wasn't gonna stop me. If I could make all minigames unwinnable, I could easily bypass the only me den lock setting. So I did. When I got inside her princess castle den, everything was where she last left it. I opened the decorating menu and noticed that there were animals inside the castle. They weren't moving, so I thought they were just plus highs. I moved my tiger character closer to the animals. They were all horses. Not plus highs, but the animal character models. None of them had a username tag that I could click on. They were all gray and were all in the sitting pose facing each other. I made my tiger run around their circle a few times, thinking they'd acknowledge me. The horses just stayed still. I typed "Hey guys" in the chat. My message popped up in the speech bubble and stayed there for a few seconds. It disappeared with no response. That evening I asked Ella to show me her den. She opened the decorating menu and the gray horses were gone. I chalked it up to being something left over from when I messed around with the phantom models. My friend asked me to raid the den of this user that was cyberbullying him. I was going to put so much furniture that it would overload and make the game severely lag to a point where if it didn't crash automatically, it would take about a minute for your character to move a couple steps. I bypassed the den lock and was about to get to work. Then I saw the two gray lions in front of me. "I'm stronger," said the first lion. "I'm smarter," replied the second. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be a little troll. "You are both weak and dumb," I typed in the chat. The lions turned around to face me. "But only one of us can go," one of them said. Forgetting what I came for, I stayed around to hear what they were talking about. There's nothing like some good Animal Jam drama, right? So the question is, which one of us does the new paradise need more? Asked one of the lions. This was strange to me. Nobody talks in complete sentences and proper grammar in this game. And what was the new paradise? Surely they must be role-playing. Why not join the fun since I'm here? I asked what role-play theme they were doing. They didn't respond to me and kept speaking to each other. We need to decide now. The end is approaching fast. I barricaded the whole den with furniture like I was supposed to, and went on my way. I went to Jama Central to go shopping, and noticed there was a crowd around the Myra statue. Surrounding the statue were 3 different animals, a bunny, a fox, and a sheep. They were all gray and didn't wear any clothes. Everyone else sporting their usual colorful fur and accessories looked upon them from a small distance. It was almost like there was some sort of imaginary line separating the 2 groups. Myra's feathers have begun to fall, said the sheep. We have been ignoring nature's warnings for too long, added the bunny. No one else was talking. There wasn't anyone advertising what they had for trade or inviting others to play a mini-game. All of the animal avatars were turned to face the statue. The inevitable destruction of Jama awaits. Your existence will cease to be, the fox said. This piqued my interest because I thought it was some weird roleplay. I decided to join in with what little context I had. Soon, your den will be filled with phantoms, I said in the chat, playing along. The gray animals spun around to face me. The tiger is a false prophet, announced the fox. I responded with rude, tongue sticking out, using the silly tongue emoticon. If these guys were gonna screw with me, then it's only fair I mess with them, right? So I clicked on the fox's player card and sure enough, she had a locked den. I knew exactly what I was going to do, make my little prophecy come true and turn her den into the giant phantom model. I bypassed the den lock and watched the loading bar fill. When the game finished loading, I was alone in total darkness. The sidebar with your jamagrams and friend list was gone. There was no globe button to return to the map, but there was a name tag for the location, the Ark. I tried to walk around, but my tiger didn't budge. 2 spaces to the left and right of me lit up like spotlights and revealed a gray monkey and fox. They were displaying strange animations I had never seen before. The monkey had its eyes closed and hands clasped together, as if it was praying. The fox raised its tail and rested its head on the floor. There was no music but the sound of a flowing stream. Behind them stood a horse bowing its head repeatedly and an eagle with its wings folded in, concealing its head. I wanted to ask what this place was, who these people were and why I was there. I tried to chat, but I could no longer type freely. I was restricted to bubble chat, a list of generic Animal Jam approved phrases to help you navigate the game, such as "let's be buddies," or "how do I earn gems?" But these phrases were definitely not part of the usual bubble chat list. Some of the options I saw were, "Oh Mother Nature, bless me with your kindness." Amen. The flood is coming. You aren't worthy of salvation. Listen to Noah's warning. I felt something that I had never felt when playing Animal Jam before. I felt like I wasn't supposed to be here. I don't know what I stumbled upon, but I knew in my heart that I found something bad. Someone really didn't want me to see this. I'm worried that whoever is trying to keep the secret would do anything to make sure it didn't get out. The area continued to illuminate, revealing even more animals in these strange positions. At the end of the room was a large wooden boat with a door that looked like you could walk through. It opened and out came a gray wolf. He had the skull eyes and was the only one wearing any items of clothing. He had what looked like some sort of cane or scepter on his back. Chat bubbles appeared over every animal, which had the same message, "Hail Alpha Noah." They repeated the message every few seconds. "Cease exaltation," said the wolf's chat bubble, stepping out of the shadows. The other animals stopped talking. He walked into the center of the room. "It appears that we have saved the last voyager, have we not?" "Yes," Alpha said a sheep. "We have saved the tiger." The sheep turned towards my avatar, and the other animals followed suit. I clicked around desperately, hoping to find a way out, but to no avail. I had no idea what was about to happen next, and I wasn't exactly eager to find out. Noah the wolf drew closer. I took a deep breath and reminded myself that it was only a children's game. Nothing was going to happen to me in real life. I shouldn't let that creep me out. But what if I stumbled across something that really was evil? My imagination ran wild. Was this a front for some sort of real criminal activity? Was I being drawn into a plot? Why do it on Animal Jam of all places? My worries were soon interrupted by a pink and purple panda running out into the middle of the circle. I thought that help had arrived. Finally, someone who looked like a regular player. Maybe she could help me get back to the normal Animal Jam map. "Hello," the panda called out with her chat bubble. All of the gray animals sharply turned towards her. "Who are you and why are you here?" asked Noah. The panda told him her username and that she tried to follow her buddy somewhere, got lost, and ended up in this weird place. "We already have a panda on the ark," said Noah. "You don't need to be here." "I don't understand. Why was this random player not needed, but I was? It seemed like we were both just in the wrong place at the wrong time." "Wait. That's not right." The panda said she got lost on the way to somewhere else on the map. "I was prying around in other jammers' dens. She didn't mean to come here. I asked for it." The panda asked Noah how to get back to the world map. "I am deeply sorry, but I cannot grant you salvation. You are simply not fit for the ark, yet I cannot let you return to Jamaa either. If you go back and tell everyone what you experienced, you will only stir up jealousy among the other animals over who is worthy of salvation. Then the ark will be overcrowded, it will sink, and no one gets saved." This speech was divided up into several chat bubbles because of the character limit. Noah walked back to the giant boat. Let this be a reminder as to what will happen to the heathens when the great flood strikes. Praise Mother Nature and be grateful to me that you were fortunate enough to be the single member of your species that will live on. All of the other animals turned their backs on the panda. I did too, out of fear. The middle of the circle opened up into a deep blue water texture, almost like the ocean. The panda still model bobbed up and down beneath the waves. Every time she disappeared behind the water and came back, she sank down lower. Then she closed her eyes, transitioned to the sleeping animation, and sank down into the dark water until she couldn't be seen anymore. I just saw an animal avatar drown. After seeing that, I knew what I had to do: fit in with this group or else. Only move when they move. Say what they say at the same time they do. I know that nothing happened in real life to whoever was behind the panda character. I still didn't want to find out what exactly that was. Shed no tears for your heathen friends and family. Turn your backs on them like you did just now, said Noah. Oh, I have forgotten a very important matter. The last voyager. He prowled towards my character from across the circle. All eyes were on me now. I started to fidget in my seat. I don't know what the last voyager is, and it doesn't sound like a very good thing. The tiger. He represents vitality and luck. We are so fortunate to have found the great tiger after so long. You truly possess these traits, constantly finding yourself surrounded by wealth and fortune, he said. Do you believe you embody the tiger's greatest traits? I scrolled through the bubble chat phrase list and found yes. I didn't quite get what Noah meant, but if I appeared confident, he probably would leave me alone. Then drink from the water of Mother Nature's sea. A golden cup appeared next to my avatar. I assumed it worked just like the hot cocoa or smoothies, so I clicked on it to drink. Surely enough, it shrank and disappeared just like I expected it to. Rejoice, voyagers, for our toils are finally over. When Myra releases her tears and floods the world, we are prepared. We will be saved. We will be all that remains of Jama. Everyone entered into the strange praying animation I saw earlier. I clicked the animation menu and there was a button with a boat. I clicked it and the tiger sat, bowing its head. The room illuminated once more to reveal a giant clock set to 12 o'clock. The sound of a church bell rang out. The clock started to tick backwards.